Hey guys, Mel here with Mel's Agency and welcome to my channel. Now, if you are a solopreneur who's been contemplating whether or not you're ready to launch your business, if you should, or if you are someone who's in the very beginning, early stages of your journey, then this is the channel for you to get some amazing resources that are actionable resources, because that's a big thing here on my page, is to provide you guys with some helpful, actionable steps that you guys can actually use and apply to, start with your mentality, starting with your business. These are actionable steps that you can actually take to get moving and get started with your business. So if that's something that you would like to learn and see and hear more about, be sure that you like, follow, and subscribe to this channel. For today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my business strategy planner that I am using in my business to help me get clear and stay focused on my business goals. So on my screen now, this is what you're going to see when you download my free guide, my free business strategy planner. So if you are looking at the screen with me, then you will see that the first block here is your brand colors, okay? So me personally, I really don't put too much emphasis on having, a picture perfect IG feed where, all the pictures are perfect and all that. I care more about the quality of the content that I'm providing to my ideal audience and to my clients. So that's where my focus is really going to be on. But it is a good idea and a good business strategy to have a consistent, at least color scheme going on so that when people see these colors, they're familiar with your brand and your business, okay? So it is a good idea to have that, and that's something that I'm going to be incorporating more on my pages, as you'll see. Now, the three main topics of content I will post consistently. So now this is going to be important for your IG channel and for your business, because you want to create a consistent content feed as well, the topics that you're constantly talking about. So for example, if you are someone that is in the beauty industry, you want to identify 3 topics that you are going to be consistently posting about. So generally speaking, it could be, I'm going to focus on doing videos about hair, videos about makeup, and then videos about the most current trends that are in the, business industry. Okay, so those are going to be your 3 main topics of content that you can post. And of course, you can do, funny posts, you can do how-to posts, you can do product review posts. So that gets a little bit further into it, but you kind of want to have a general idea of the 3 main pieces of content that you're going to consistently post on your channel. So when people come to your channel, they know that this is exactly what they can expect to see. Okay, you don't want to be too broad and too general, because then you're going to confuse people and they're not going to know exactly what to expect when they come to your channel. So you do want to kind of like niche down and give people, the 3 main things at least, if not one main thing, that you're going to consistently post and that they can expect from your channel. All right, so moving on down a little bit, the days of the week that I will post. So every day of the week. Now, and then also looking on the right where it says the days of the week that you will batch and create content. So when you come to creating your content schedule, you definitely want to have in mind what days work best for your schedule. So the days that you have the most free time available, I would recommend that you use those days to batch and, create content for the week that you can simply just post and upload during the week when you're on a busier day. So let's say that the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, are your free days where you can really dedicate the time to, recording your video content, to creating the posts that you want to post later in the week, and to editing those videos. Then you definitely want to use, your weekends where you have the most free time for that. And then, of course, you might want to say, hey, I want to be consistent in the area of posting every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's where you're going to get into the days of the week where you simply just post so that you're showing up for your business and your social media audience on a consistent basis. All right. Moving on down, we have list the number and type of contents that I like to post weekly, and then of course the days of the week and time to set aside for engagement. So let's go back to this block over here on the left, and we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, where you want to kind of identify, okay, what pieces of content do you want to post? Going back to the beauty industry or even maybe the fitness industry, you might want to post how-to videos, right? Because a lot of times people just don't know how to do something, so you might have a lot of people in your audience who are interested in learning how to apply makeup, how to create their own wigs by themselves, how to do a proper fitness move, so that they can learn it and feel more comfortable doing it at home before they go public and, are out in the gym, for whatever the reason. So how-to videos is one type of content that you would like to post, okay? Maybe another video that you might like to do is product reviews. So you might want to review the latest piece of gym equipment or the latest, nutritional product for the fitness industry, you might want to review the latest, lashes or the latest makeup product, something like that. So you definitely want to, kind of have, again, going back up to the top, where we're talking about the 3 types of content that you'll post consistently. Some examples of that could be how-to videos, it could be product review videos, it could be, you selling your own products if you've reached that point. Those are the 3 main types of contents that you want to post consistently. And then when you get down here to this block, you want to, again, have those 3 main types, and then how many times do you want to post that? Like, do you want to do 2 product reviews and then like 1 how-to video, and then do you want to do another video where you are just, making recommendations? That's kind of what this block is about here. So you might want to like type or write out like 2 product review videos, and then you want to have 1 how-to video. That's how you can use this block here to get clearer and show up consistently with the type of content that you're creating. All right, going over here to the days of the week and time set aside for engagement. So one of the biggest things that I mentioned to the ladies that were in my course is that you can't just post, quality content and then expect the world to, all of a sudden start revolving around you and your page and to find your content. When you start posting your content, a lot of times if you're really in the beginning stages of posting, then you're going to be posting to an audience that's pretty much virtually not quite there yet. So in order to reach that audience, you have to be proactive about getting out there and engaging with people, right? You have to share, what you're doing with other people so that they can come to your page and see the type of content that you're offering, and then decide for themselves if the content on your page is something that they find of value to them. All right? So that's the point of this page, setting aside time to engage with your ideal clients, with your ideal audience, so that they can come back to your page and learn more about what you're doing and see if what you're doing is content added value to them. And also, even if they don't follow you and if you don't get engagement like back on your page with likes and comments and follows, you're also going to be learning from them so that you can start to, tailor your content to start getting more of that engagement that you want to see. Scrolling on down here, you have the number of followers that you want to reach goals and the number of course signups. So I truly believe that you do have to, set goals. You can go about it blindly if you want to, but when you set aside goals, then you kind of like start to see and notice that you're putting more effort and action into meeting those goals because you have a clear set goal. So yeah, you should kind of have in mind, okay, the number of followers that I want to reach. Maybe if it's like, okay, you are not confident or comfortable with setting a weekly goal, then set it for the month. And okay, say for the month, I want to have this goal of reaching, adding another 100 followers to my following. Okay, then break it down by the week and then maybe even by the day to see how many followers you have to be gaining in order to reach that monthly goal. So break it down if you have to, okay? Course signups, that's going to apply, if you are someone that's doing an online course. I am going to be doing an online course. I am preparing my offer for that. So for your online course, you want to, again, have a goal of the number of people that you want to have signed up for your course, and don't overwhelm yourself, especially if you're in the early phases of your business. I would recommend doing no more than maybe 3 to 5 people, because again, you want to have time. You're still running your business, and you still got your own personal life going on. So you definitely don't want to overwhelm yourself by trying to take on too many at once, especially if you're given that individual one-on-one time. So definitely don't overwhelm yourself with that. Scrolling on down, total number of new collaborations and connections. So this is for your account if you are really starting to scale and you're really ready to connect and do collaborations with other brands and accounts that are reaching your same ideal client, and it allows you to expand and reach a wider audience. So that's what this is for. You don't want to wait until you have a offer or a product launch to start reaching out to people and collaborating. You want to kind of like start building those relationships sooner rather than later, so that when it comes time to do those launches, you're not scrambling trying to build up relationships to meet a deadline when you could have already had those relationships existing. And then it's just a matter of reaching out to people and saying, hey, would you like to collaborate, and like, here's what I can do for you, and here's how I can help you, and then I'm looking to do this for my business as well. Okay? Total revenue earned. This is definitely something that you kind of want to go ahead and get written out on paper. Even if you're just starting out, you might want to say to yourself, hey, I want to make, the same salary that I'm making in my 9 to 5 right now so I can replace my salary. Okay, then write that number down for your yearly goal and then start to work backwards so you can start doing the backwards planning. How much are you going to have to make on a monthly basis? How much are you going to have to make on a weekly basis? And then even break it down to the daily basis if you would like to, so you can really get a mental grip on what needs to be happening in your business in order for you to meet your goals. And if you feel that, okay, you break those numbers down and you feel that it's unrealistic for you to make X amount of dollars by day or by week or even by month, then that's when you need to stop asking, okay, what I'm trying to do. And you need to start asking, how am I going to accomplish this, okay? And we're going to get more into that in another video later this week. So stay tuned for that. All right, so down here we have the 2 to 3 major tasks to accomplish weekly and other smaller weekly goals. So I personally recommend that you, again, don't overwhelm yourself, especially starting out in the beginning of your business where a lot of the times you're going to be doing a lot of this by yourself. Okay, you're going to be figuring all of this out by yourself. So you really have to be, wise with how much you're committing, how much of your time you're committing to all the different things that you have to do on your business to-do list. I don't recommend you try to knock out anything more than 2 to 3 major things per week because, again, you don't want to just half-ass stuff. You want to be able to give your best and full effort to learning what you need to learn in order to complete the task and then to executing it to the best of your ability. So definitely don't try to overload yourself. Don't do anything more than 2 to 3 major tasks, okay, during the week. And then if you have time during the week because you've accomplished those tasks, focus on the other smaller things that you've kind of been putting off because you just didn't have the time to get to it. I would not recommend adding another major task just because you finished those 2 to 3. Let that other major task wait until the next week where you can, dedicate again the same amount of time and energy that you have that it deserves so that you're not half-assing it. Then the final page is where you actually get to make your week or see what your week looks like by the day, okay? So kind of like earlier how we were talking, let's say that Saturday and Sundays, those are the best days where you have the most free time and you can start to like really edit your videos, film your videos, edit them, create them to be the way that you want them to be, so that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are the days that you want to consistently post video content. So Tuesdays, you might want to do how-to videos. Thursdays, you might want to do your product review videos. Wednesdays, you might want to do a meaningful post or, share a personal story, things like that. This is how you can really start to break out your week so that you can get some real traction in your business and see what works, what doesn't work, and adjust your schedule accordingly. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you guys. Again, one of the main things I will say with using this planner is that you definitely want to set your yearly goals for where you want your business to be by the end of the year, ideally, and then use this planner on a weekly basis to accomplish those goals and set actionable steps. You might want to write down, like, going back down here, and this is probably going to be another guide that I create, but you might want to write down on Mondays, that's the day where you're going to focus on learning, searching YouTube, doing your research to learn what you need to do to execute throughout the week, the different videos and the different things that you want to do. So definitely make sure that you take full advantage of this free resource. You can download it using the link in my bio or visiting my website, www.melsagency.com. And always, guys, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know if you found this video helpful. Let me know if there are any other topics that I can cover to help you guys with and to give you some insight on, okay? I hope that this video has been helpful to you guys and that you guys have a great, productive day.